never guess the places that I've been. You never guess the places that I've been. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. I'm never gonna let the day begin. Never gonna let the day begin. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that dream that I live in. Oh, don't wake me up before you go, and I'll just make this bed my home. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Better from above. Nothing's ever as it seems, yeah, except in that world that I dream of. Never gonna lose the ones I love. Never gonna lose the ones I love. 'Cause everything is like a dream, yeah, but only in that world that I dream of. Oh, don't you go, 'cause I can't face this day alone. Oh, darling, please just let me sleep. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams. Give me my dreams.
USA Radio News, I'm John Sommers. Pending home sales fell more than expected in July.
The National Association of Realtors says the number of homes under contract for sale dropped to its lowest level since January of 2026. The group's chief economist says the highest mortgage rates of the year hit in the middle of summer, putting a damper on contract signings. He also noted home prices are at record highs, so houses are sitting on the market longer. Pending home sales decreased 2.3% in July and 2.2% on a yearly basis. I'm Monica Nelson.
President Trump says there are no talks with Iran happening or planned. In a Truth Social post, Trump said the U.S. naval blockade in the Strait of Hormuz remains in full force and effect. He added the strait is open and operating. In a separate post, Trump posted a map of the strait circled with the banner, New U.S. Territory. This all comes as the Memorandum of Understanding between the U.S. and Iran to pause the fighting expired Monday. The man accused of opening fire at Virginia State University and injuring 5 people over the weekend made his first court appearance Monday. 19-year-old Cameron Harris was arraigned virtually on 8 felony charges. He's held at Chesterfield County Jail. Police are still investigating a motive for the shooting, but say it may stem from an argument between the shooter and the victims. Harris' preliminary hearing in the case is set for December 1st. A Metro Atlanta data center task force gets approval.
Atlanta's Utilities Committee has approved a proposal for a 23-member task force to study the potential impacts of data centers on residents, utilities, and neighborhoods. The task force would investigate issues such as electricity and water costs, water supply, noise levels, and grid capacity. I'm Thomas Cage.
From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Business owners, are you paying high phone bills for old school systems and lousy service? StrongTel cuts your phone bills in half and turns every phone you own into a feature-rich business system. Sean Roddy, CEO of Hennings Brothers Drilling, had this to say. We've been a StrongTel customer for over 10 years. It's great, and even includes an intercom with video to our equipment yard. I can watch live from anywhere with my smartphone. I'd recommend StrongTel to anyone. Never miss a customer call again with your StrongTel business system. StrongTel is a proud iTex partner and always welcomes your iTex dollars. You'll get award-winning StrongTel service, a business-class phone system, and cut your phone bill in half. Visit strongtel.com. That's StrongTel, StrongTel.com. It's StrongTel.
Severe weather is starting to ramp up for millions in the Midwest. Storms capable of producing large hail and isolated tornadoes could form tonight as far south as northeast Kansas and northern Missouri. Texas lawmakers are looking at pumping the brakes on a massive power line transmission expansion project. Even President Trump's Energy Secretary Chris Wright warns these ultra-high voltage lines deserve scrutiny.
We need more transmission, but you need to be thoughtful about transmission where it's built.
Last week, he halted 3 proposed federal transmission corridors, citing concerns brought by local communities. Oil and gas companies say the lines are needed to shore up their operations in the Permian Basin. Crews in South Carolina remain on the scene of a massive mattress plant blaze in Winnsboro as environmental monitoring continues.
The M. Lilly mattress plant in Winnsboro is expected to remain an active emergency scene through much of the week after a fire that began Sunday reignited overnight and ultimately spread through much of the facility. Fairfield County spokesman Gene Stevens says the plant is considered a total loss. Highway 321 South has reopened, but drivers are being warned to watch for smoke, shifting conditions, and emergency vehicles. Meanwhile, Watch Fox 57 reports the EPA is monitoring air quality and groundwater after nearby residents reported debris falling onto their properties. The cause of the fire remains under investigation. I'm Rebecca Hughes.
I'm John Sommers, USA Radio News.
iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Visit iLocal.net/go for your free website analysis. iLocal.net/go.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard.
Under the dark night on the interstate, under the 100 miles in the pouring rain, these are worth all the time I've spent away. Under the dark night on the interstate, I'm driving through the year, trying to make it right. My baby's at home, hope she's doing alright. Miss my dogs and I miss my girls. I'm 1,000 miles away from my old world.
Alrighty, I do believe that is my cue to get another day started.
Are we ready to roll into Hump Day? How about it? Ready or not, here it comes. As indeed we cross over the midnight hour in the Eastern time zone, we shall turn our page, 19th day of August. All right, midweek already, another week flying by. Trust your week's going well. So indeed, the Steve Sommers Overnight Drive, live from the Hot Shot Secrets Studios on a very quiet night outside the secret bunker once again. Actually beginning to see a little bit of a cool down coming our way the next couple of days. And then as we head through the upcoming weekend, a broad zone from the Great Lakes through the Ohio Valley. Begin to see a taste, well, maybe not quite a taste of fall, but definitely cooler temperatures. Highs that had been 80s, close to 90. Will be dropping highs in the 70s or close to 80 degrees. Very comfortable weather. Again, that's a couple days away. Let's start with how things are looking tonight as we get things started. Yeah, it looks like our old pal Plowboy about to get hammered there. Kansas City got a cluster of strong thunderstorms, severe 70-mile-an-hour winds, some anywhere from penny to $half size hail reports in that cluster of thunderstorms from right about Topeka on over to Lawrence, Kansas, Leavenworth, and again dropping into the Kansas City metro area. Kansas City International Airport at this moment under a severe thunderstorm warning, again with those 70-mile-an-hour winds. We've got some rain, a line of thunderstorms, kind of a soggy night in central and southern Michigan at this hour. Showers pushing through the Chicago metro, from Chicago on up toward Lansing to Saginaw, Michigan, then extending on up into southern Canada. Yeah, that's a line of storms that gradually is going to be sinking southward through the day, Wednesday, especially Wednesday afternoon into Thursday. Not the best of news for areas that were just inundated with severe flooding last week in the state of Indiana. Matter of fact, we got an update from the governor this past day, how things are working better as the waters recede there. BAM Weather just shared here a couple of hours ago. Some of these models are saying central portions of Indiana could see another 2-3 inch rainfall event for central and northern Indiana. Again, later Wednesday afternoon into Thursday morning. Obviously, given the historic flooding across the state, it's not going to take much of that rain to further exacerbate some of the flooding near the rivers and streams or the flood-prone areas that are right now trying to rebuild and recoup from the flooding last week. So we'll focus a bit more on that. Here, things beginning to calm down as they typically do with the sun going down, the loss of the daytime heating. Some scattered thunderstorms, scattered showers, nothing severe. You might find some rain in northern Colorado, eastern portions of Wyoming, western South Dakota. Some of those are pretty heavy downpours. The severe thunderstorm threat will be shifting back into the plains as we roll into midweek here. From North Dakota, northeast Colorado, northwestern Kansas, storms extending eastward into central Nebraska as the day progresses. Once again, the main threats would be crop-damaging hail, powerful wind gust, and some localized flash flooding Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night once again. There's also a risk of severe weather across a small portion of the Mississippi Valley. We could see northern Arkansas, southern Missouri, maybe to far western Kentucky. Storms in that area could produce some flash flooding, some hail, and damaging wind gusts. Looking ahead Thursday, the severe risk shifts back into the eastern U.S. by Thursday afternoon and Thursday evening. The storms may turn severe from Tennessee and much of Kentucky on eastward into the coastal areas of North Carolina, Virginia, and the eastern shore of Maryland. Main threats: damaging wind gusts, localized flash flooding. There will be another pocket of severe weather that may also develop over part of the Midwest, extending from eastern Nebraska to southern Minnesota once again. More hail and localized damaging winds. Now we start rolling toward the weekend then. A couple days away, obviously. Friday, the risk for severe thunderstorms still in place Friday from southeastern Virginia to the central and coastal areas of the Carolinas. These storms will bring some torrential downpours capable of flash flooding, localized damaging winds. Once we get through Friday, as I mentioned, a cooler change in the weather is forecast from the Midwest to the east this weekend. The focal point of severe weather is going to depend on exactly when and how this surge of less humid air arrives. One scenario does involve what would be a pretty significant outbreak of autumn-like air that could trigger maybe water spouts over the Great Lakes. Another features a less pronounced push of cool air, a slow-moving front that could bring some of the stronger thunderstorms and problematic heavy rain from the Appalachians to the Atlantic seaboard late this week and on through the weekend. They'll be fine-tuning that forecast here in the coming days. And we'll give you more on the arrival of the cool air on the way for the Great Lakes region, the central and northern parts of the Appalachians. I guess it was a downright hot one today in Florida. We had a chance to hear from Cap and Ron this past evening where were they? Still in the lower 80s at like 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. No sooner does the sun comes up and the temperatures begin rising rapidly. Matter of fact, southern Florida, the Miami area, had a weather alert for the heat, dangerous heat, that was in place till about 7 this past evening. According to the Miami, CBS News Miami, a west wind was keeping the metro area under the heat on Tuesday, preventing the ocean breeze from developing along the coastal areas. Without that daily cooling influence, temperatures soared well into the 90s Tuesday afternoon. I didn't realize that, places like Miami seldom, if ever, reach the 100-degree mark, but that was the case. Miami officially hit 100 degrees Tuesday afternoon, which apparently tied the hottest temperature ever recorded in Miami. You realize that? I thought, southern Florida is always kind of warm, but I guess, 100 is not the norm. The CBS News explained that weather records in Miami date back to the summer of 1895. And prior to this past day, the only other time Miami had ever hit officially 100 degrees was July 21st, 1942. That means Tuesday's 100-degree reading ties the record that has stood for 84 years there. Health officials were urging families take precautions during the hottest time of the day yesterday. Take frequent breaks. Find air conditioning when possible. Looking ahead, there is relief in sight. The forecast team says a pattern change in the latter portions of the week will again allow for the afternoon thunderstorms to return to the forecast, including areas along the coast. Those storms should provide at least some afternoon relief from the heat, along with some much-needed rainfall for that particular region. All right, we'll get to some of our listening friends checking in here as we get a new day underway. Open the phone lines at 844-844-3388. The Steve Sommers Overnight Drive, live from the Hot Shot Secret Studios.
Truck downtime costs you money. One hidden killer on Cummins ISX-15 engines is weak injector cups. When they leak, coolant gets into the cylinders and suddenly you're facing a big repair bill. Industrial Injection has the fix. Our Torque Lock Injector Cup Kit with a threaded Torque Lock design. These cups stay sealed for good. No more coolant leaks. No more surprise downtime. Keep your truck on the road. Ask your shop for Industrial Injection Torque Lock Injector Cups today.
Ready to beat the heat this summer? Keep your long haul, short haul, off-road adventure, or just stay cool while on site with Be Cool. Designed with on or off-the-road vehicles in mind, Be Cool offers you DC-powered cooling, low voltage protection, easy installation, and more. Beat the heat with Be Cool. It's the cooler way to go. With air conditioners for semi-trucks starting at $888. Get yours today. Visit b-coolaircon.com or call 778-590-5000. That's 778-590-5000.
It's time to step up your fuel filtration game. The AirDog heavy-duty diesel fuel system doesn't just filter fuel like the others. It fully optimizes your truck's fuel system for peak efficiency. The AirDog removes contaminants, including particulates, water, air, and vapor, optimizing the pressure feed, providing your engine with the ultra-clean supply of fuel it needs for the quickest starts, smoothest idle, best fuel economy, and highest performance possible. Get started on the road to optimization today at airdogdiesel.com.
Truckers spend lots of hours on the road. So when it comes to staying connected, you need a headset that works just as hard as you do. Blue Parrot is the #1 headset brand for professional drivers, and we've taken the quality you've come to expect from us and made it even better. Check out our newest headsets, the Pro B350 and Pro B450, offering you more hours of talk time, better voice control, extreme comfort, and industry-leading AI voice isolation microphones. So you can spend more time talking about the important things and less time repeating yourself. To get yours, check out BlueParrot.com. Blue Parrot, hear and be heard.
All right, another day comes our way. I don't know where. Thought we had our camera issues fixed. At least the audio is where it should be. App should be working fine, right? Guess we still have some work to do. The cameras, they're froze. So either way, good morning. 72 degrees, clear in the former Constitution State. Warming up to about 83 for our Wednesday. Stay safe. Thanks for the ride, good sir, from the Guardian of Chaos. Gerald checks in. I guess I'll have to do a little investigation on that. He said by the year 2029, California says you're going to have to buy the tires on your vehicle that they recommend. There's Shorty, I-77 northbound at the North Carolina-Virginia line, 73 degrees. And we are Columbus bound. John Ferguson, well, we made it to Wednesday, overnight crew. And Steve, good morning from the lovely city of Lincoln, Nebraska. Boy, did I have a show on the way over here tonight. Nothing like sunset view of a developing line of storms that's now affecting St. Joe, Missouri, and areas east and south. I got some good photos tonight and some good lightning strikes in the clouds. All right, looks like I'm safe up here. Not much going on weather-wise, just cloudy and cool. Stay safe tonight if you're driving in the storms and elsewhere around the country. Yes, 844-844-3388, the number to call. Have a good night. Appreciate the update there. Hello from Bob in Michigan. There's road trips. Hello, Steve, Ryan, all the knights of the road. We've got some intense heat conditions in the Phoenix area. Well, it's known as summer in Arizona. Yes, indeed. Mark, good morning, Steve. Looking forward to the show. A cool 60 degrees over here today. I got 3 drops of flat steel to the south of England. All right, best wishes to all the drivers out there. As always, stay safe. Checking in from the UK. Hello, Brain Dead. Morning, Steve. Happy Wacky Wednesday. Oh, I'm wrapping up my trip to a store in Hot Springs. It's a chilly 88 degrees. Wind chill of 93. Been a lot going on in the world of sports today, but most importantly, in the rock world, we lost Frank Beard, the drummer, for ZZ Top. Yeah, for some 60 years, I believe. Wasn't it 60 years? I believe he was 77. Here a few days ago, they had to cancel a show somewhere out west because Frank wasn't feeling well. I think he was hospitalized, and whatever it was, he indeed passed away this past day. Yeah, the rock legends disappearing. What do we see here? Marianne in the house. Good morning, Steve, and the overnight crew. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Tony, heading across the Salt Flats, 85 degrees. We're heading to Sioux Falls. Got a load of produce tonight. Larry, back with us afternoon, 71, Plattkill, New York. We are headed to Schenectady, New York tonight. Kentucky Ken, morning, overnight drive crew. Steve, the best in the business. Stay safe out there. Kentucky Ken and the Queen are listening in tonight. Hello, Buckeye Boy. What do we see here from checking in for my last night in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. 74 at this hour. Had a nice day yesterday. Hung out at the hotel. Going to pick up here in a couple of hours. I posted some pictures from the home 20 after Wildcat sent me some photos of a neighbor's tree that fell on our backyard, crushed a section of our fence, crushed some of our pool's furniture, and then fell across the pool. This is a big tree. Luckily, only about the top half or maybe top third of it came into our yard. If it had been any closer, it would have hit the deck and the house. Wow. We're not sure if it's damaged the pool liner or not. We're going to have to wait and see once they get it removed. The neighbors having the tree removed. I hope not after everything we had to go through to get that liner put in correctly. We don't need any damage. I'm going to come back to the hotel, get some sleep. We'll head out later Wednesday morning. All right, prayers for the Michigan madman as his recovery after a long surgery. Have a great night, all, and be careful out there. Wasn't that was a very extended surgery procedure that he went through this past day, wasn't it? Who we got? Dave there in Parsonsfield, Maine, checking in. Good morning, Steve. Yup, it's summertime. That's for sure. I enjoy your shows. All right. John says, it's okay. No cameras kind of makes it feel like it was 25 years ago on the AM radio, right? Kevin, good morning, Steve, and the overnight crew. Good to have you with us. All right. So we had kind of speculated, no real idea how things would unfold there in Dearborn, Michigan this past evening. I've seen some of the video. There was definitely some large numbers of people on the streets. Dennis Lynch posting here just a bit ago, having watched multiple live feeds for hours through the evening. One thing is for certain, the Dearborn Muslims turned out in large numbers in an attempt to outnumber the protesters, those against the Islamization of America. They were waving foreign flags, dressed in black. The protesters were all peaceful from what I saw. I didn't see a single person get aggressive, with the exception of one man who was being pushed He raised his voice, but the police stepped in. To the contrary, the Muslim crowd was itching for a fight, taunting the protesters, while Jake Lang was inside town hall speaking against Islam. Some of the screenshots will highlight what I'm referring to when I tell you there was a mob mentality, screaming things like Allah Akbar. Yes, I saw that. As you can see in the one photo, there was a man holding a sign in support of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, no less than 40 or more Muslim and Antifa surrounding him, taunting him with profanity. The middle finger getting as close to hitting him as possible without making contact. At one point, another man was surrounded by Muslims, Antifa, and the masked thugs. It was getting dangerously close to a violent event until law enforcement entered the scene and saved the guy. One observation I cannot ignore: the cops were in huge numbers, snipers on rooftops, and if they were not, there would have been an explosion of emotions, I do believe. I'll just leave it at that. All right, news, a service of Industrial Injection. Heavy-duty diesel parts and solutions, from injectors and pumps to turbochargers and engines, built for the trucks that can't afford downtime. Learn more at industrialinjection.com.
USA Radio News. I'm John Sommers. Pending home sales fell more than expected in July. The man accused of opening fire at Virginia State University and injuring 5 people over the weekend made his first court appearance Monday. A Metro Atlanta data center task force gets approval. Thomas Cage with more.
Atlanta's Utilities Committee has approved a proposal for a 23-member task force to study the potential impacts of data centers on residents, utilities, and neighborhoods.
President Trump says there's no talks with Iran happening or planned. Crews in South Carolina remain on the scene of a massive mattress plant blaze in Winnsboro as environmental monitoring continues. Texas lawmakers